So, back to the welcome distraction to the Champions League after the Saturday evening we just had against Brentford. And yeah, the less said about that, the better.
It didn't happen!
But you know, for all the Brentford game left a sour taste in the mouth, we really do have to remind ourselves that Liverpool are currently top of the Premier League and our Champions League group on points. However, that being said, Brighton technically can go top if they win their game on Monday Night Football against Palace, but really, we know that's most likely not going to stay that way. But we can't deny our confidence and momentum of form will have taken a knock after the Brentford game, and considering we're playing Man City next weekend, who've just beaten Chelsea by the way, we really need a big win against Porto to get our mojo back.
I think I've lost my mojo, though.
Now, going into the game, Porto are currently sitting second in the Portuguese league, 4 points behind leaders Benfica, and they have won their last 2 league games, so we're not playing a bunch of pushovers here. But having said that, digging a little deeper, their form really hasn't been that great overall. They've dropped points in 3 of their last 6 games, and they had 2 games in a row where they had a man sent off in each game, which does suggest...
You lack a discipline!
Nuh-uh, don't rack a discipline.
So although they're a team we should respect, there's still a vulnerability or two there that we can exploit. I've watched the match highlights of their 2 biggest games of the season so far against their biggest rival Sporting in the league and their Champions League match against Atletico the other week, both of which they drew, and I'll post links to them below if you want to check them out for yourselves. But some interesting points I noticed from them are that Porto have a habit of grouping up in the middle sometimes if they're under intense pressure and seem to lack organisation as a result. So the good news is that a well-organised pressing team with threats out wide could use this to their advantage and really hurt them, and that obviously suits us down to a T. Another curious thing I noticed about them though is that they're very slow to react to a quick counter-attack, but weirdly they're good at launching a quick counter-attack of their own sometimes.
Right, Bolrick, this is an old trick I picked up in the Sudan. We tell HQ that I've gone insane, and I will be invalided back to Blighty before you can say wobble.
But regardless of their style of play and vulnerabilities, they're not exactly short of danger men. Perhaps the 2 obvious notable names are former Real Madrid defender Pepe and our very own former player Marco Grujic, who's made last season's season-long loan to Porto a permanent move this summer for a handsome fee of £10.5 million. He is someone we're going to have to watch because he'll have a point to prove. He only played 39 games in 5 years for us. He clearly wasn't rated as he kept getting sent out on loan, and now it seems either he or the club were tired of him being messed around and decided for him to be moved on permanently. Now, former players always have points to prove, so regardless of whether he's good enough to hurt us, he'll still be that little bit extra motivated to come and get at us. But perhaps the 2 players we really do have to watch out for are the top scorer from last season, Mehdi Taremi. I'm sorry if I've butchered that name by the way, who's got 4 goals and 1 assist so far this season, and this season's leading goal scorer for them, winger Luis Diaz, who's got 5 goals in 7 games so far. But all in all, Porto are a team we really should be beating. They're consistent in their league, they've got danger men, they have strong aspects of their style of play, and they took points off Atletico on their own patch. They deserve respect. But make no mistake, we are a superior team to this team, and we have to beat them. Not for the Champions League situation so much, but to bounce back after the Brentford game. We've got Man City after this, and we need our mojo back for that game.
I have his mojo.
However, something which could be considered either good news or bad news is that they're playing PSG away on Tuesday. Now, there's a chance they could lose that, and that might affect their confidence coming to Anfield. And even if they win, they're going to have to play at full throttle to do it. But there's no denying if they win, they'll also be coming to Anfield at peak form and confidence. So I'll be keeping an eye on their game as well as our own and hope for the best. And I suggest you guys do the same to gauge what Man City we're going to be playing against next week. But having said that, all we can do is focus on ourselves. And if we beat Porto, we'll have bounced back from the drop points against Brentford. And between that and home advantage, it might just be enough to get the lads over the line next weekend.
Going forward in time, to view alternate futures, to see all the possible outcomes of the coming conflict.
How many did you see?
14,605,000.
How many did we win?
One.
So then we can stop the interview because I only want to talk to people who have a little bit of understanding of football. Sorry, I can't.
You're angry, but...
So what's my predicted starting 11 for Porto? Well, I'm going for Alisson in goal, Trent, Van Dijk, Gomez, Robbo at the back, Henderson, Fabinho and Curtis Jones midfield, and up front Jota, Firmino and Salah. Now the reason I'm going for Gomez over Matip at the back is that Porto's game seems based on pace. They have a fast counter-attack and not many players in attack who I describe as physically tough. We're going to need pace at the back, so Gomez is in for me on this one. Now I personally don't want the midfield changing as they were the only area of the field who were fine against Brentford for me. And I want Curtis Jones to play again after the goal he scored last time out. And also, without Keita or Thiago until after the City game at the earliest, our options are limited. So I'm going for an unchanged midfield, even though, you know, like I said, it is just predicted. I can't see James Milner playing against faster opposition. However, I can see Ox being used as a substitute later on. So that's why I'm going Henderson, Fabinho and Curtis Jones. Up front is more of a preference than a prediction. I want Mane dropped. I'm fed up of his inconsistency. And now that Bobby's back, I want our form players as the preferred front three. Call it tough love if you like. Mane is still a world-class striker in my book, but he needs a reality check. He needs dropping until he gets his... I can't believe how much I'm saying Mojo in this video.
But you gotta have Mojo, baby. Yeah!
Looking back up through the script, I actually didn't realise how many times I'd written that word out until I started saying it all out loud. I think Liverpool as a whole just needs to find that mojo again after Brentford. We need to get back out there as soon as possible and get a Porto, give them a good hiding and get Brentford out of our system in time for the Man City game next week. So fuck it. For that reason, I'm predicting another 3-0 Liverpool win again for this game on Tuesday. Let's roast the Portuguese fuckers and get our mojo back for the Man City game next week. But I'd like to know what you guys think too. Do you think we might still have a hangover from the Brentford game, or do you think the lads will go out and impose themselves on Porto and take it all out on them? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm a new channel at this point, so any and all interactions are very much appreciated. If you're already subscribed, thanks again for the support. As always, it does mean the world to me seeing you guys come back time and again to watch and comment on my videos, despite my inconsistent uploading. I am looking forward to this game to see how we react to the Brentford game, and I hope you are too. But for now, I hope you all have a good week, and that we're all feeling confident for next week's game after this one. Take care, lads and lasses, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra.